Hello, how y'all doing? This is Curse Tarot. You know my spot, Hudson River, NYC. Great Friday morning. Let's see what's going on in these cosmic, spiritual, Monday ratchet streets. I got the Page of Wands and the Queen of Cups coming up first. Then I have the Knight of Cups, the Empress, Ten of Wands, Death, Nine of Wands, Hangman, Temperance, the Star, Ace of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Ten of Cups, and the Nine of Swords. It seems like emotionally you know what you want, you know what you need, and the Queen of Cups signifies that you're mature, or you had enough relationships, or you're mindful of where your heart is and where your heart wants to go. And the person that's in your life right now is a bit flashy. They're not as mature as you are. However, flashy works. Flashy is okay for right now. You're satisfied with flashy. You're satisfied with the dynamics of it. The person's clean and giving you the attention that you need. And that's what you want, that's what you get. The Knight of Cups shows that perhaps there's something a little bit better than flash. As an Empress, you want a little bit more. And as an Empress, you're thinking, is it too much for me to go on with this? And when I need a little bit more from my fire, do I need to rebirth the situation? Am I carrying too much load by myself? That's what you're asking yourself. Am I stuck in this situation, and can I make this a better situation? Do I have the ability to make a concoction to make this work? Of course you do, because you're the star. You get everything that you wish for. You know, not everyone is a CEO of a company. Not everyone is your equal. There are very few CEOs that date other CEOs because they're not equal. If you are that strong with your identity, that you're with a Page of Wands, with that very young energy, maybe that's all you can deal with. Maybe that's all. Even if you found a King of Wands, and you as a Queen of Wands accept that. Maybe you as a mature person, or person knows what you want in a relationship, that's good for right now. I mean, financially at the beginning, that person's just at the beginning of their wealth, and Page of Swords says they're just at their beginning mentality, and you're more for completion, and you can drive yourself into a mental prison if you listen to other people about what is good for your life. This almost seems like this sounds like a relationship where one person's older and one person's younger. However, there's enough in common with both of you that it's a good relationship. There's no reason to say that your significant other has to have the same salary as you, or has to have the same mentality as you, or has to have the same everything as you. That life is different things working out together. You have lots of, elderly men and elderly women going with younger people, and younger men and women going with elderly people. This is 2026. People get on the internet and you're educated about most things in a relationship, but you also have the fact that just because you're elderly doesn't mean you're emotionally immature, or your emotional maturity for your age is significantly that of an adolescent. That's what someone would say, and someone who's adolescent has the emotional maturity of someone who's an octogenarian. It's all in the mix. Don't let the physicality of you being a Queen of Cups, or that mature looking person, and the Page of Wands, of that young 20-something, 30-something, whatever it is, whatever the age difference is, 10 years, 20 years, don't let that block you and overburden you, where you put yourself in the metal prison of the Nine of Swords. Life is about living and experiencing people. If you want to have, whether you used to call it a May, September relationship with someone, that's your ability. That's your right. You know, at the end of the day, only you are going to judge you, and you're going to have the bucket list. If you pass up someone who lights your fire or floats your boat because of tradition, instead of just being the superstar that you are, the star, and you just get hanged up in it because of your own inner conflictions with the Nine of Swords, that's your mentation going on. Yeah, it may seem like a burden of energy, and it may seem like hard to work through, but you can do it. You can do anything that you want. If the other person is willing to be your partner and the other person is willing to work on a relationship with you, you should go for it, because pickings are slim with people who want to commit to a relationship. Is this younger person committed to you? I don't see any fool-aroundery up here. I don't see any devil energy going on. I see a lot of talking. I see a lot of playfulness. I see a lot of commitment. And you may not find that with someone your own age. You may find someone dull, boring, and dull, boring, and an old fart, as they would say. So, or you just have to float your boat. You started this, you're in it, enjoy it. If it's going to end, it's going to end. Until it comes to its completion. Do you think you've ridden this as far out as can be? Maybe you think you have. Maybe it isn't. But there's a lot of potential, because having someone younger in your life is always going to influence you to keep doing things. And we know that when you get older, or you get 30s, 40s, 50s, you get set in your ways and you just start to crumble because you're not doing anything new. This is the new generation of reinvent yourself, cosmic surgery, good diet, yoga, breathing, spiritual exercising, yoga, strength training. All these things can add longevity to your life. The thing is keeping the relationship current and constant, because just because there's an age difference doesn't mean, even if you were both at the same age, the relationship doesn't die because you don't have anything in common. You don't have anything in common with someone because you guys stopped doing things together. If you're doing things together and you're having fun, it's no different than if you're 30, 40, 50, 60 years old. You have to enjoy this person's company. And it looks like it. You enjoyed it enough to start a relationship with it. So what's wrong with it now? Let's see what the Akashic Truth cards have to say. I pulled up two, and one says judgment. You have the benefit of good fortune, and if you use your wise judgment, you can do anything in this place. You can reach new heights. You should act on your potential when you see this pattern. Since what your plant will grow, you're about to experience a spectacular ascent. Pause. You're being asked to pause for making a quick decision and moving forward. Allow yourself to step back, look at all the possible outcomes, and make sure you're heading in the right direction before moving forward. The relationship is saying you can have what you want. You have the relationship that you want. It could be a relationship of a lifetime. Maybe you, as the older person, need to change your whole perspective on what you expect out of life, instead of expecting something different from the younger person, so you can get what you want. The change has to happen with you. You have to pause, because you're asking to pause because you're making decisions. If you're making decisions based on being a loser, you're going to be a loser. You have so much going on. You have all the youth, the energy, the vitality, the vibrancy of this person, and you have that too. Look at you. You got two fires going behind you, and this goes to cups. You got two fires going full blast, and this person is riding on a flame. Look at that. You got it all going on there. Why would you give it up for some old fuddy that didn't go back? I wish I had this, and I wish I'd taken my time. Take your time. Pause. Take a pregnant pause. Sit back and say one bad thing about this person and 5 good things about this person. One bad thing about this person and 5 good things about this person. Maybe this person is young, but what about the other qualities? They're dynamic. They're fun to be with. They make me laugh. We have a good time wherever we go out. The bedroom games are hot, or the mental gymnastics are great. That's what you have to decide. What is the best for you at this point? The 1 against the 5. And life people always take the 1 and go, he's young, he's young, he's young, and they concentrate on that. Or she's young, she's young, she's young, she's concentrating on that. And don't concentrate on the qualities of the person. Look at the 5 qualities that attracted you to this person in the first place. Wire together and make those into 10 qualities. And with that, have a sunshine and blueberry day. Om Shanti.